We've all felt it at some point. I have felt it, and heck, I still do feel it. Today, I want to talk about imposter syndrome. Hello, everyone. I'm Crystal Karazin. I'm the creator of the first master course specifically for Black women. It's a self-improvement course called The Pink Pill. So I want to talk to you guys today about some tips to try to overcome the feeling of being an imposter. Sometimes that feeling is so overwhelming that it keeps you from literally doing what you need to do, pursuing your dreams, and living your best life. So here's a few tips. Whenever you are out there, whether it's an event, do your homework first. Do your recon first. When you have a really good idea of the players, what's going on, how to dress, who's going to be there, when you have that kind of information and you're well prepared, you feel less insecure because you're going into an environment knowing who the top players are, who will be in attendance, what the event is all about, and how you can fit into all of it, and how you can use that event and that knowledge that you have acquired to work to your advantage. So never go into any type of setting blind. Take the time to do your recon work so that you can have the confidence when you start maneuvering in this ecosystem. Second tip, don't feel like you don't deserve to be where you are. There is a reason why you were invited to this party, this gala, this work event, this cocktail party, this wedding, whatever it is. There's a reason why you were invited. Somebody thinks that you're pretty awesome, and chances are you are. So understand that it was not a mistake that you have reached the point where you are starting to mingle with people who are at higher echelons, that are in higher parts of society, or that you've been invited to an event or a charity ball or a trade show, whatever it is. There's a reason why you were invited, and that's because somebody sees something in you. And it's a good thing that they see in you. Nobody's going to invite people into any space that they feel like would not belong. So that should give you some confidence about your right to be where you are. Next tip, make small goals for yourself. So you've done your recon work, you know that you have the right to be there, you've been invited. Now make some goals for yourself. Make a goal of who you want to speak to, how many cards you exchange. If there's a certain person that you want to meet and talk to, make that a goal. Or it could be that you're making a personal goal for yourself, that you are going to try some strategies in interpersonal communication that will just help you sharpen up those skills. And maybe that is that you are going to practice mingling. One of the things that is really difficult for me is that when I go to an event and I spark a conversation with someone, how do I gracefully leave that person and then go to the next person? So one of my goals might be that I am going to make it a goal to mingle in at least 3 separate groups at an event. And I'm going to spark conversation, but I'm going to use the proper etiquette to gracefully disengage from one group so that I can flutter like a butterfly to the other. So whatever those goals may be for you, set them first and then work to overcome them, work to meet them. Next step, embrace a healthy competitive spirit. Having a little bit of competition in your life helps sharpen you. It helps you to see where you want to go and then maybe seek ways that you can meet that person. So instead of being envious because you're at an event and this person is super successful or this group is super successful, engage in a little bit of healthy competition and see what you need to do in your personal life so that you can get to that level. And the byproduct of that is that you will then become very interested in talking to that person and hearing what they have to say. And what is the first and most fundamental step in being charming and friendly and having people like you? Yes, that's right. Get people to talk about themselves. And the more you get people talking about themselves, the more you can learn and the more that they like you. And it's another way for you to network and connect, and who knows? Okay, next thing. Understand that there is no destination. It is all about the journey. So make sure that you never get comfortable with just being at the position that you are. Make sure that you know that there are never enough books, there are never enough places to visit, there are never enough people to know that you could ever say, you know what, I don't need to know anymore, I don't need to learn anymore. Get comfortable with knowing that you will never know enough and that the destination is when it all ends. So celebrate the journey. If you're interested in learning more about how you can win professionally, personally, and socially, you might want to check out the link in the description box that tells you a little bit more about the pink pill and what other people have to say about it. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.